Well, hi everyone. This is the first time that I've tried this, but we'll give it a go. I just thought it might be interesting for people to do something different then. What I propose to do is a mystery numerology reading, and I thought it might be quite fun. If I can get through the reading without mentioning the person's name, then I think it might be quite fun for people to see if they can guess who the mystery person is. What I want to do is to give a numerology reading as I would usually give to somebody who booked a consultation with me then on Skype or sat with me in person. The difficulty for me is that I'm not actually talking to a person or the person who I'm giving the reading for. So I'm kind of looking out of my window, as beautiful as it is, because I live in a beautiful place. I'm looking out on the ocean and looking towards Ireland from the coast of Pembrokeshire. And it's a beautiful day today. Today, by the way, is the 19th of March 2011. So let's get on with it. But first, it's probably a good idea, as I do with all my consultations, is to run through what numerology is, why it works. Well, the reason it works is because it reads our programming. It deciphers the programming that is installed not only in our genetic DNA from our forebears, but probably in the main through our schooling. When we first start school, one of the first things that we learn is our ABC and our 1, 2, 3. So this is installed by rote, isn't it? So we learn all of the alphabet A, B, C, D, E, F, and we learn the numbers 1, 2, 3 and so on. So unconsciously we attribute every letter to a number. What is happening here is that, and it's a natural thing, they're systems, they are programs, and I am as sure as I can be that they are purposeful programs. Each letter has its own design, each number has its own design. And they're symbols which are the language of the unconscious mind. So the unconscious mind is discerning all of this stuff. Well, it's not discerning, it's the wrong word, but they're interpreting each symbol and each symbol's meaning to our genetic memories that we all have. What happens is that nature is really a massive set of frequencies, and frequencies interact, and like frequencies are attracted to like frequencies. Each of our names is constructed of different letters, and each letter is constructed of different symbols, all making each letter, and then those combinations of letters make a name. And it's the same for words, but we're going to be looking at names here. So each letter in your name attracts a set of frequencies, and each name attracts another set of frequencies and combinations of all of these But they're always vibrations then that accord with the vibrations of your name. And the name that you use most is the name that will obviously attract or have the most interactions with like frequencies. So that can be your first name, it can be your last name, and it can be your title, it can be your nicknames, all of these things. So you're going through life thinking of yourself as Fred or Vera or whatever your name is. And the frequencies of that name are constantly coming at you. So you're actually interacting with those frequencies, and those frequencies interacting with each other can be described as lessons then. So as we go through life, we get to know these frequencies, and we learn how to engage with them and how to engage with all the other frequencies that are coming at us with our other names. As we progress along this experience that we call life, that is basically what we are in terms of what we have learnt. So it all builds a picture, and we become a unique individual. And we're unique in as much as it relates and accords with the numbers of our birth date, which are also, as I said before, a set of symbols in each number, figure, and the combinations of them. Now, our names describe our lessons, our birth dates describe our talents, our abilities, and show how we will relate to the experiences that come at us. And later on down the track, and usually around midlife, the numbers of our birth date and the letters of our names actually start having quite a lot to do with each other. And they build another picture, another set of frequencies, another frequency pattern then, that propels us to engage with usually another set of frequencies, but definitely a more, what should we say, a more mature way of engaging with life. But let's not forget that this is a program. It's been designed by the Catholic Church way back, and before them, right back to the beginning of writing, really. So, but where we are now is actually the most important aspect of the designs of letters, because the English language is actually the predominant language in the world, probably the world language, and everybody will, if they have their way, be speaking English. And if you look at computers, you know, it's all English alphabet. So what can we do about it? You know, what can we do about this program? How can we get out of it? You know, why should we go through life being told what we have to be, which is essentially what it is? Well, the short answer is we can't. We can't get out of it. It's unrealistic because we're not going to be able to chuck the alphabet in the bin, and we're not going to be able to throw our number designs into the wind. We're stuck with them. But what we've got to look at is we've got to look laterally at this, and what I suggest, and I've thought about this, is that we go along with it. We go along with this program. I know some of you will be thinking, well, you know, there's this huge consciousness change, and you know, we don't have to go by anything that they like installed. You know, everything's going to change, and you know, when different frequencies start bombarding our lives, etc., then you know, it doesn't. It's going to change everything, you know, and but it's not, is it? You know, we will still have the English alphabet, and we'll still have the numeric system, and we still have those designs. So that's why the darkness isn't too bothered about anybody jumping up and down, or you know, trying to sort of get rid of its puppets and its systems, etc., because it knows it's got this hugely powerful system in place that is virtually impossible to get rid of. So what we have to do, as I said, is look laterally, and laterally tells us that what they've done is actually accorded their symbols and their structures with the way nature works. So nature's here just to be what it is. It's neither good, bad, evil, benevolent, whatever. It just is, and whether we're here or not, it will carry on being nature. So they've lassoed different parts of nature because they've learnt how it does all work. You know, they've come from elsewhere, from advanced societies and from other worlds, etc., that actually have got a lot more knowledge, and they've robbed every shaman that ever was, every wise woman that ever was. They've taken that knowledge, and they've learnt how to control the way people behave, and installed it in our communication systems, in our sciences, etc., etc., because you know, obviously that's what we use all the time, and everywhere we look, every single day, we see numbers and we see letters, and you know, the program is constantly being enhanced. So what we can do is actually, yeah, okay then, that's who I am. I can't get rid of your system, but I can be the very, very best I can be by using it. So if you're born as Fred, then okay, you're Fred, and you'll accept Fred, and you'll look at Fred, and you'll look at what those frequencies that make up Fred are, and you'll be the very best you can be according to those frequencies. And what will happen if everybody does that and actually works to their highest potential, to the frequencies they are actually emitting and attracting, then that will get rid of confusion. It will get rid of our sense of worthlessness, whatever we have. It'll be the last thing the darkness wants, really, because everybody's working to the very fullest potential that they have, and beats them at their own game, really. So that's really what numerology is, and I hope I've remembered to say most of what I wanted to say. What I want to do now is to begin with the first mystery person. So thank you very much, and I'll get on with it.